There is power in what you choose to listen to. There is power in what you feed your soul. And if you make the decision to receive this message every single day during Lent, you will see a transformation in your heart, in your mind, and in your spirit. Because Lent is not just a season, it is an invitation to go deeper, to strip away the noise, to return to God with a renewed hunger and a softened heart. And if you stay with me, if you truly take this in, you will receive a blessing that will carry you through these 40 days and beyond. The world is loud. The distractions are endless. Temptations pull at you from every side, making it easy to drift, to lose focus, to forget what truly matters. But Lent is a divine reset. It is a call to silence the noise and tune your heart to the voice of God. It is a time of surrender, of sacrifice, of spiritual sharpening. And you are here for a reason. You did not come across this by accident. You are listening to this because something inside of you is longing for more. Something inside of you is ready for change. And God sees that. He sees you. He knows what you are carrying. The burdens, the fears, the regrets, the things you do not speak of. But He is calling you closer. He is drawing you in. And if you give Him these next few minutes, He will meet you right where you are. The enemy does not want you here. He does not want you to set aside time for God. Because he knows that the moment you do, chains begin to break. The moment you seek God with all your heart, strongholds crumble. The moment you say, "Lord, I want more of you," the atmosphere around you begins to shift. And so I say this again. Listen to this every day during Lent, and watch how your life changes. Because as you make room for God, He will fill you in ways you cannot even imagine. In these 40 days, we remember the 40 days Jesus spent in the wilderness. We remember how He fasted, how He prayed, how He was tested. And yet, He remained faithful. He did not give in to temptation. He did not waver. He stood firm. And because of that, He emerged in the power of the Spirit, ready to fulfill His mission. And the same Spirit that strengthened Jesus in the wilderness is the same Spirit that is available to you right now. You may feel weak. You may feel unworthy. You may feel like you have drifted too far, like you have made too many mistakes, like God is too distant. But hear me. Nothing can separate you from His love. No sin is too great. No failure is too final. No past is too broken for God to redeem. And Lent is a reminder of that. It is a time to come back home. Maybe you've been running. Maybe you've been distracted. Maybe life has been heavy and your soul is weary. But God is whispering to you even now, "Come back to me. Lay it all down. Let me renew you." What would happen if you truly leaned in during this season? What would happen if you set aside intentional time every day to seek God, to pray, to fast, to repent, to worship, to listen? I will tell you what would happen. You would begin to hear Him more clearly. You would begin to feel His presence more deeply. You would begin to experience a peace that does not make sense, a joy that cannot be explained, a strength that does not come from you, but from Him. Because here is the truth. The closer you get to God, the more He transforms you. Your mind begins to shift. Your heart begins to heal. The things that once held power over you begin to lose their grip. You start to see things differently. You start to desire different things. You start to walk with confidence, knowing that you are not alone, that you are not forgotten, that you are not without purpose. And that is why Lent is not just about giving something up. It is about making room for something greater. So what will you surrender in this season? Maybe it is a habit that has been pulling you away from God. Maybe it is a mindset that has been weighing you down. Maybe it is an addiction, a toxic relationship, a fear that has kept you paralyzed. Whatever it is, release it. Lay it at the feet of Jesus. Because when you let go, God steps in. And when God steps in, everything changes. So listen to this every day during Lent And let it be your daily reminder to seek Him first. Let it remind you that your sacrifice is not in vain. Your prayers are not unheard. Your fasting is not unnoticed. Every step you take toward God, He takes even more toward you. And as you press in, as you open your heart, as you commit to this journey, expect breakthrough, expect renewal, expect revelation. Because God always responds to those who seek Him. If you have been feeling distant, He is calling you back. If you have been feeling weary, He is ready to give you rest. If you have been feeling lost, He is ready to guide you.
But it starts with you making the choice to draw near. So will you? Will you seek Him like never before? Will you trust that what He has for you is greater than anything you could ever imagine? Because this is not just another season. This is a divine invitation.
And if you accept it, if you truly embrace it, you will never be the same. So listen to this every day. Let it be a daily anchor for your soul. Let it remind you why you started. Let it remind you who you are. And by the time these 40 days are over, you will not recognize the person you used to be. Because when you seek God with all your heart, He changes everything.